Welcome to Universal Interiors. I am Uni.
And I'm Les. Happy
And
summer.
It is. Talk about summer.
Look at these.
This is my favorite thing to do. I love homemade salsa. This is like Texas
So
caviar. I've heard that.
Yes.
Texas trash. So
it's a little different than a regular salsa then.
It's a little different than a
Okay.
fresh. Yeah.
Teach us.
So here's the deal. You take 3 tomatoes. Okay.
Count them 3.
And here's another thing, you guys always know to cut both ends off of the tomato. My sister got horrible, what do you call it? Is it like
Sickness?
salmonella?
Really? True story?
Yeah, she got really sick, so.
Okay, so both ends of the fruit come off, huh?
Yes. Don't, whoops.
Just must be where the hits and maybe, you know, like grows in or...
Something with the root system? Yeah, I'm not so sure.
That's so
And
interesting.
So here's what I do. I just like to make it, cutting it is a little different than pureeing it, first of all.
Sure.
It's a little yummy and chunky. And second of all, everything kind of blends. This way you can have like, ooh, there's a tomato. So.
You want it pretty good sized chunks, but not super.
Right.
Little guys. Okay, perfect.
So
that's
then,
where we start there.
So we'll get.
Summertime is so fun.
Yeah, you show that to our guests.
Yes. So we start
They're
with that
gonna love it.
beautiful red. In fact, I just made a stop at the, well, there's a farmer's market / flea market. We have so many of them in our neighborhood, so it's such a great thing to visit. Because he was just selling some homegrown tomatoes yesterday, or vine grown, whatever they were, but they were wonderful, and he had a sample in them. So you have lots of good places to pick up.
Oh, summer is so
Yeah.
great for that.
If you're not growing them already. I'm sure trying this year.
Do you
Hopefully
have a
you're
garden
gonna-
this year?
No.
Oh no, you're not trying.
Well, a little bit.
Wait a
I
minute.
have tomatoes on the deck. They said you can do that. So I'm pretending like that's going to work this year. But I have a great CSA out of Fergus that I can be part of and delivered vegetables. That's a fun program.
Nice.
Or like I said, I mean, you can just find them all over the place. I know in Detroit Lakes they do a few farmers markets on Tuesday and Saturday. I just saw one even Fergus I saw.
do that a little.
So that's cool. So we're getting chopped tomatoes here.
Another thing to remember is okay, I totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, sometimes if the vine goes like deep into the tomato, like this a little bit, I think it's kind of important to get all that out. Just
Because you don't want to have, it's kind of meaty and you want to keep that out, I
that
bet,
little
right?
vine look thing you kind of want to keep out. I kind of think this is fun when you're trying to figure out, you can make things, you know, you can't make a silly salsa that doesn't make sense. Just, I know we've talked about it before, doing like the rainbow of colors.
Right.
Red, orange, green, yellow. Oh, corn is really yummy to throw into this too.
Oh, it would be.
Yeah.
Now you're creating for us the salsa called like caviar, Cowboy's Salsa.
Yeah,
Or
it's
something like Cowboy's Caviar.
yeah,
Okay. 'Cause
A
you're
lot
adding a
of-
little bit more to it.
a lot of different names. So
I love that
red,
we're doing it this time of year too, because sometimes you think, you know, when the gardens start coming up, you think of
Yeah,
making
what do I
canning
do
salsa.
with
But
this?
this is as easy as just to any day, right? Just
Yeah.
having some good vegetables around, and
I couldn't agree more.
she's pitting out that pepper really good and clear like that.
I kind of
That's
am
a
a,
good way to do
a
that.
fan of just like making it a little bit chunky. I'm not one of those.
Chunky.
Yeah, and if you get a few little pepper seeds in there,
Who cares?
that's a little treat too. You can have a nice little kick.
Think they're good for you.
Well,
They must be,
yeah.
unless they get stuck in your teeth, of course. Then you're
Then
not
we
as
all
happy.
lose.
Yep. That's why we have toothpicks. Or floss. That's what we do up here, don't we?
Just throwing all kinds of different ways to clear your teeth.
Yep. The dentists will be happy. We have a beautiful salsa being created right before us. It is something that you can have the kids, I mean, honestly, that they're dipping into, and you can grab it. You can turn it into a meal too. I know I
Oh.
do that with this homemade salsa.
Yeah, even like you do like tacos.
Sure.
And you throw all these on there, which
And you know, and I also, Uni, with just the flat tortillas, and you have this, if you can kind of like a pico de gallo, the same kind of thing, a chunky kind of
Exactly.
salsa. And I just melt cheese, kind of like a quesadilla, but then you just do a melted cheese in a tort, and then you'll put the salsa on it and a little lettuce on it,
What
fold
do
it
you
up,
mean?
and you don't even have to put meat on it. It's
what
a
do you
snack.
mean a tort?
A tortilla, sorry. Tortilla.
Oh,
I forget.
you must be in the restaurant business.
I am a little bit. About 35 years of that. We just throw a tort, we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
She is here, not in that business.
Yes. How's that
Not yet.
looking?
We're looking at green here, Uni.
You wanting to see some?
Yep.
Now
Need
we're
some
gonna
green.
throw some little onions in there.
And it's already making its own little juice, isn't it?
It does.
Isn't that great? It doesn't take long. But like I was saying, you can just throw that into a tortilla shell, or, I mean, there's just so many, even the beginnings, it's gonna be so much fun.
I
When you get
always,
this all done.
I always do like a taco salad.
Okay.
You make the whole taco salad. Okay, so really we're saying the same thing. Anything works.
Anything works, as long as it's garden colors.
Did you hold that 3 minutes?
Yeah.
So we have, do we get to dump that in?
Okay, Les, right. So you take the black-eyed peas. We have black-eyed
Ooh,
peas.
Black-eyed peas.
And those are gonna get dumped in there because...
Right on in. Perfect. So we've just strained them a little bit.
Yep, the whole can goes in.
A whole can, and then we're just dumping them right on in there.
Yes.
Okay. Now, oh,
There's-
fun. There's the onion part.
There's
what a
the
great,
onions.
I love this. It's so
This-
perfect. It folds right on in. It's nearly there. Look at that. And
Okay.
just,
You be
Okay.
working on that while I work on...
I don't know how to
It's
do
just a
this.
clove of garlic. You just throw it
Fresh
in there.
clove.
This is the secret, everybody. If you want to summarize your salsa, you stick a cucumber in there. It's so summer fresh.
Okay, here comes the garlic press, and we're just gonna put, this would be to taste too, Eunice, because
Oh,
I'm one
yeah.
of those, I do like my garlic, but it doesn't like me. It's so good for us. But what we're doing here, you guys, and I'm just gonna do it a little mellow right now, right in the press, out comes your fresh garlic, okay? And I'm just gonna stir it up just a wee bit because it is healthy, but at the same time, you don't need to put the whole clove in there unless you're fans, right?
Sure.
So we're gonna go, look at that, it is practically a homemade salsa.
Okay.
Even now.
And then
There it is.
we have our
Cucumbers.
cucumbers to throw in.
Okay.
You want to pick
Oh,
some of
I'm
that
so
cilantro is always something yummy to have.
And now what happens to the end here? What we're gonna do to salsa it up?
Here's what
That's
we're
the
gonna.
secret?
This is gonna be the thing that makes it the caviar, I would say. This is the rosemary.
Oh, perfect.
Throw that in
Hopefully
there.
you're not disappointed that this isn't something chocolate and gooey and buttery and fatty.
Oh, you're
Instead,
not.
today we have chosen to make you some amazing homemade salsa.
You stir that up,
Okay.
Les.
And this. Oh, good point.
Oh, the core.
No matter what you're creating here in the
Yeah.
kitchen, Universal, we are both wearing this kind of fluffy just in
We
case we're
just-
doing a little lean over, but we are holding the core in, right, Uni?
Look at this
That is
display
important.
now. What
Oh,
happens?
Here we are. Your guests are due to arrive. And in fact, here they are coming in the door
And-
right now.
You're throwing
gonna
your
go-
salsa in.
Just like that. You see what we've done? Creating it with just a little bit of liquid.
Look what you've just.
You've been slaving over a hot stove.
Whoa.
Oh, a no stove. Okay. Thanks for coming.
Come again.
All right.